Late Night Show.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Early Late Night Show. I don't really know what it's called. I'm Dixie D'Amelio. Thanks for coming. And today we have a very, very special guest, Miss Hailey Bieber. I don't know where I'm looking to say hello to anybody, but we decided to sit on the same couch today, be a little comfortable, you know, just some fun talk, whatever. So, Hailey.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. We've met before, once, and honestly, you're one of the sweetest people ever. You're so kind and just
Thank you.
welcoming, and I really appreciate that. And I wanted to talk a little bit about a bunch of different things because I feel like the internet doesn't know you that much and your personality, but you just started a YouTube channel, which I think is very cool. I think people loved seeing your personality. How's that going?
It's been really fun. I think exactly what you're saying was the reason that I wanted to do a YouTube channel in the first place. I think that, you know, you understand that when you have a lot of attention on you and being in the spotlight in a certain capacity, there's a lot of misconceptions and it's hard to feel like people really know you for you. So I think what YouTube has done for me is given me the opportunity to be able to talk about what I want to talk about, show people a side of myself that they probably didn't know before, and I think that's the response that I've been getting since I started it, and that was kind of my goal.
Well, it's really fun. It was really entertaining to watch. I watched the one with you and Kendall, and the one with you and Maeve, obviously, because...
Shout out to Style Me Maeve.
Yes, she's awesome.
The best.
During quarantine, did you pick up any hobbies?
I feel like what happened for me in quarantine, I feel like when you say hobbies, like I wish I could be like, yeah, I play basketball now, but I don't. I learned how to play chess, which it's not a hobby now. I'm not like Queen's Gambit. I wish I was, but I learned how to play chess. Justin's really good at chess, so he just beat me every single time, but I at least learned the game a little bit.
Have you beaten him yet?
No, not one time.
Noah's really good. I have no idea how to play, but that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, so I picked up chess a little bit, haven't stuck to it, and honestly, what I feel like in quarantine happened for me is I've been really go for a long time. I started working when I was 17, and I had never had that much time off since I was like 18 years old, so I got a lot of time to really focus on projects that had like been on my heart that I wanted to start that I didn't really have time to before, and it just gave me the space to kind of be a little bit more creative than I would have had the time for before. So it was nice. I actually really enjoyed the time off.
So you were 17 and in high school. Were you in like a real high school? Have you ever been to school?
I've been to school, yes. I went to middle school I went all of 5th grade. I went half of 6th grade, left, came back, and then 7th grade, and that was it. And then I homeschooled 8th grade through high school and everything before 5th grade.
Do you, like, regret not being able to go to school and build connections that way?
I had the option to go to school. My parents either said you go to Christian school or you homeschool. There was like really no choice in between. They wouldn't let me go to public school, and I actually wanted to go to a performing arts high school in New York City, and they didn't want me to do that either, so I just chose to stay home. I feel like when you're a teenager and your parents give you the option not to go to school, obviously you're going to choose not to go to school. And it was like the school was like far away from our house, and you know, I didn't want to deal with it. But I danced ballet every day for 12 years. And, well, pretty much every day. It was every day as I got older. And all my, like, socializing and my friends and interactions, for the most part, were there. So I don't feel like I really missed out on,
like, the social part of it.
Maybe more with, like, boys. Like, I missed out on more, like, interacting with boys.
I think you're doing fine.
I think I'm fine now, yeah. I think I'm okay now, but it wasn't like, you know, when you're in high school, it's boys and girls.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a different environment, but all my friends were from my dance school, so I didn't feel like I was socially awkward in any way.
Were you a competition dancer?
No. I just trained, and then I would do like summer programs away. So I did like Miami City Ballet.
Oh, wow.
And danced in New York City at a school in the city.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
And you got injured?
I got injured the thing was, I got injured a lot when I was younger. I broke an ankle. I, would like sprain things. And what really made me like stop was I was in Miami City Ballet summer program, and I remember I couldn't finish the last 2 weeks of the program because I had fractured a vertebrae in like my back, which sounds really crazy, but it isn't that crazy for what it was. It was like a stress fracture. It's very common in dancers, I guess. And I felt like towards the end of it, I was like turning 17. I just knew that it wasn't the career I was gonna go in. I knew I wasn't good enough to be what I wanted at the level that I wanted. And I didn't have the technique to be like, basically what I'm trying to say is I wish I was better, but I wasn't. So it was a passion. It's something that I feel like I'm going to keep with me for the rest of my life. I love dancers. I love watching people dance. I love dancing myself still to this day, but it wasn't my career path.
I mean, we were just talking about like working out and bodies, and like to be a dancer, that's crazy shape you have to be in for so many years of your life. So
yeah,
it probably was really rough, but
it was. But I feel like I'm really grateful for it because I think that in terms of even just like body awareness and flexibility and muscle memory, I've kept that with me my whole entire life. And I think were you a dancer too?
Absolutely.
You were not a dancer. Your sister's a dancer.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if
I did like break dancing when I was 5.
That's cool.
But
yeah,
it wasn't for me. I wasn't good enough to keep going, and I just stopped there. But yeah, but I get it. Like I've seen Charli do everything, and it
sticks with you. I think, and I think it's also just good for your mind and your discipline. And I feel the same way about sports too. So
yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit about paparazzi, because I've been caught in some very embarrassing bad situations, and I feel like you have the worst luck. I see videos sometimes, I'm like, why are they there right then? I saw a video where you couldn't get into your house or something, and I'm like, come on. Like, it's the most embarrassing times.
I feel like paparazzi is such an interesting thing to me because I really don't understand it. And I think that it's a really, really weird, invasive thing. For me, the way what I understand is people wanting to capture, clothing or trying to get like these outfit shots. Like to me, that is understandable because, that's good for the people who designed the clothes and, for our stylists. Then, in terms of that, I understand it. But that's more like street, like
it's a
street
whole new
style
wave of
mindset.
the videos.
But it's a different thing when I feel like it feels invasive and disrespectful. Like, for example, last night I was leaving a place with my husband, and we were coming out of this place, and there was, like, curtains, like, on the sides of, like, walking into the entrance. And I had noticed that someone stuck the camera under the curtain from, like, the ground angle. And I was wearing a really, really short skirt, so when we got in the car, I was like, I feel like that is a tricky angle because I'm concerned that they would have shot up my skirt because what else are you going to see? If I'm wearing a skirt and I'm up here and you're down here, like, what